Hey, good morning. This is Anthony, and welcome back to 39 Below, a channel dedicated to picking, hustling, and finding items priced at $39 and below, only to be sold at a higher dollar amount. Welcome, everyone, online sellers, resellers, e-commerce, entrepreneurs, all you good folks out there. Thank you for liking and subscribing. I'm going to do a video first of a three-part series on what I call selling barriers. Okay, and selling barriers is basically the mindset of a seller that is looking out for the good of themselves over the business and the customer. So happens a lot. I see it all the time, and it's very irritating to see it because you're losing business if you put up selling you're losing business if you're putting up selling barriers. Believe me, you are. So the first of the three-part is going to be refunds, and a selling barrier is with that is when someone does not accept a refund, will not accept. They'll sell an item, they won't accept it. Now, if you've watched some of the videos that I had up before, or if you got a copy, I know we sold a bunch here. Very proud. My first book, it's called Think Different: eBay Going Forward, and it's a series one of four, and it is available. I'll put the link below. You can get the ebook if you want a physical copy. We're still fine tuning the cover, so this is the prototype cover. It's a little pixelated, and it's not as centered or as nice as I want it. So we just submitted to get another one. So we'll have the paperback version available probably right after Christmas or so. But the ebook is available. I'll have the link below. We're doing a 50% off or more, I believe. They're selling it for $3.99. So check it out. Click, get it. But one of them that I talk about is selling barriers, and I'm going to go into that here about returns. Now, if you saw some of the videos, I have a thing called the 4 P's of success, which is picking, preparing, photo, and profit. If the 3 first P's are done right, the last P will always work. The last P will always happen. Profit will always come in. So back to what I'm saying about a selling barrier. When you say, I'm not accepting returns, so instantly you're going to lose out on those customers that are obviously shopping that want to have a return. It's the holidays right now. The holidays. People are not really shopping for themselves. My wife said, do not for 30 days, a month back, do not buy anything for yourself. Don't. And I'm like, wait. She goes, don't even ask. So what she's saying is, don't buy anything for myself because people are going to buy stuff for me. It's the holidays. So when you, with that in mind, the person who's shopping, who's buying, they want to feel safe that if they do give a gift that the other person doesn't like, they can do what? They can return the item. Okay? So if you are not accepting returns at this time, you're losing a substantial amount of business. Shame on you. Okay? So secondly is, if you don't accept returns, you're also telling that potential buyer that you don't even trust your own product. So back to the 4 P's, picking. Picking is the fundamental step, the beginning of the cycle of where this item is going to end up. You're going to pick it, you're going to prepare it, photo, make profit off it, and it's going to end up in someone else's house or on someone else's body or whatever, if it's clothes or if it's a pen. And you got to keep in mind, you have to always have the mindset, just like the book, think different. Don't think about yourself so much. The end result will come for you if you put your mind and you focus on the buyer. How is the buyer feeling? How is the buyer thinking? What barriers do you have up? That, as I wrote right here, selling barriers is what I call the state of mind of a seller when they feel they need to protect themselves over the good of the customer and the business. You have to protect yourself to a point. I do understand that, but to not accept returns, and you're out there picking, why did you pick that item first off? Like I have right here, you picked your item and you feel it is a great item to sell, correct? You prepare the item and have it showroom ready, correct? You photo the item, and if you went through all these steps, why wouldn't you say, I'll take my product back because I believe if you don't want it, I can resell it again to somebody else. Yes, you might lose out on a couple of dollars, okay, because you got to ship it, then you got to return ship. But the end result is you're going to make a client happy. You're offering them value. And value is another chapter in here, another topic. But so back to barriers. Think about the barriers that you're putting up when you list your items, when you have your storefront, when you're listing on your website. Any way that you sell, I mean, this extends all across the board. What are people doing? What barriers are they putting up to protect themselves over the good of the customer? Okay? Telling you, if you offer returns, you pay for return shipping. That customer, yes, they might not. We had an example where we sent, someone bought a lot of shirts. I think it was a dozen. I think it was a lot of 12. And she ends up calling us back and says, well, some of the shirts don't fit. the sleeve length. I don't know the whole example with it. It was no question. Just send those shirts back. She sent the shirts back, refunded her. She ended up buying 3 more lots of clothes from us just because we offered her value. Didn't complain, no hassle returns, and we believe in our product that we don't mind taking it back because we'll just resell it again. So that's it for selling barriers for the first one of the 3-part series. Stay motivated. Happy holidays. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, and do me a favor when you watch this. Just sit back for a couple minutes and think, what barriers are you putting up to prevent buyers from actually buying your product? So again, the link will be below. Think differently. It's also on Amazon. We got Kindle edition and several others. I'm just proud of it. It's like my baby. So, alrighty. Thank you for watching. See you on the flip side.